How's it going, gamer? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going over Torgadoro's Aether Strikers build. Man, I am super stoked. This is a crazy big damage, fast attack speed build, and this is great because you can use any Torgadoro's weapons that are bonded to Helion's weapons for this build. Look here, I get stuck in his darn ice pillar, and I could have beat him way faster. I beat him so fast I didn't get Rage Hunter to proc, but you can still clearly see this big damage that is going on right now, and this is a heroic Vanguard. Don't forget to save your Rage Out skill for when the behemoth is at half health so you can utilize that 25% extra damage. Right here I do 3,300 and something damage, and it is insane. So turn on your system, grab your Gorilla's Aether Strikers, and let's get ready. We're about to get into this video right now, gamer. How's it going, gamer? Man, I am so stoked to show you this build, like so super stoked. I literally just soloed heroic Frostback Pangar in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Like, it was so hilarious, and it could have been a lot faster if I didn't get frozen by his little frost pillar thing. But anyways, let's get into this build. It is really awesome. It's the Tectonic Faults. That's Torgadoro's, the big giant gorilla's new weapons. These are his strikers, and man, I tell you, these things are awesome because they have a unique legendary ability where you can enter into rage mode, gaining new attacks for 15 seconds, and it deals plus 25 damage when the target is below 50%. So remember, only use it when they're below 50% so you can get that extra boost of damage, and you saw in the clip on how epic damage that was. So let's get into this build. This is really awesome. I like to put a discipline cell in here because we're going to be at a half health, so we can use the rage damage cell, which is really significant because that's continuous damage. And same thing with Wild Frenzy. Since we're at half health, we're going to be attacking way faster, so we're going to have maximum DPS. For special, to each his own, Adamantium Bolt or Titan's Crash. I love both of them, but in this video for some reason I stuck on Adamantium Bolt, but to each his own. Like I said, they're both beautiful. I like to use Psychonic Strike Plate because that increases our damage for 15% while we're in Tempest form, which is that first mantra, the first mantra that you hit. So make sure to always stay in that your speed boost. And you want to bond them to Inferno's Flames, which is Helion Strikers. Why? Because that has a +3 overpower, and the 8th hit in a row does 225 damage and major blaze damage, so that's pretty significant. For the headpiece, we're using Helion's Hellplate Cast that has a +3 Rage Hunter, and we're going to put a +3 Predator cell. For the chest piece, that's Koshai's chest piece that has a +3 Predator, and we're going to put a +3 Conduit cell in there. And for the hands, that's Nasher's grips. That has a +3 Rage Hunter, and we're going to put a +3 Overpower cell. And for the feet, this is where we're getting our rage from. These are Tarog's feet, the Volcanic Treads, that has a +3 Rage, and we're going to put another Rage cell. And for the lantern, I like to go for more raw damage because this is a crazy super big damage build. I use Drasks Eye because on an instant tap it deals plus 30% increased damage for 6 seconds. And I like to put a conduit cell in there. And for the tonics, if you can afford them, I'd suggest the Soul Tonic, Blitz Tonic, Frenzy Tonic, because that's crazy extra attack speed, damage, stagger damage. And all in all, what we got going on is a +6 conduit, which is really great because that's 15% increased attack speed for us and all slayers. And overpower, that's 60% damage while the behemoth is staggered, and they're definitely going to be staggered. That's without a doubt. And Predator, if you can maintain to not get hit, that's an extra 35% damage. And Rage, this is a continuous, always 25% damage because we're under 50% health. And then more damage, Rage Hunter, that's 40% damage when the behemoth is enraged. And this is Discipline, that increases our critical chance by 7.5, but it also limits us to 50% health, so we can use Rage and Wild Frenzy. And the next one is Wild Frenzy, and that's a continuous all the time 12.5% increased attack speed. So imagine this stacking with Conduit. That's a great attack speed. We have crazy damage, as you can see. This build is epic, and it is awesome. And remember this, you can use it with any of Torgadoro's, the big gorilla's weapons that are bonded to Helion's weapons. Why? Because that is what's giving it the overpower and then the prismatic cells to make this build. So remember that. I hope you enjoy this build, and I really hope you're able to make it. Alright gamer, that's all I got for you today. I hope you're able to make this build, because man, it is super fun and it is super strong. I mean, clearly you could see it is dope-tastic. But hey, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and share with your friends. I definitely appreciate it. And remember, if there's anything you guys want me to work on, you just let me know down there in the comment section. This is Hans signing out. Peace, y'all.